We created an Alpha Elite email, and I'm going to share with you exactly step by step how we can do it so you can do something similar for your brand. All right, so let's get into redesigning this email. We are going to go and we're going to create a frame right here. So we need to make sure it is 600 pixels wide, and we're going to make it pretty long. So you can see the entire email here. At the top, we've got the hero header to optimize for conversions. We've got a button right there. We're sharing a little bit more about the brand, talking about the origin. We're adding that into there. We've got this nice little background graphic. We're adding men and women into this. I think Alpha Elite has excellent styling. And then we're showing, in this particular email, we're showing both men and women, but you could segment it, just show men's products or just show women's products. So we have 2 women and 2 men's products right here. Final CTA at the bottom, as well as a footer. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's make this white. So let's make this, press I on your keyboard, make this on the right here, white. We're gonna take the Alpha Elite logo, put it at the very top, bring it to the front, make sure it's actually in your frame. And what this is right here, you can just go ahead and take an image that's cropped out, a white background that works as well. And then adding these 3 little lines right here, add a little bit more fun into the mix. But first we're gonna add some text. Dream big, train hard, live Alpha Elite. So if you're starting off, you could just add text just like this, change the color, make sure you select it, change the color. So they are using this font right here. So dream big, train hard, live Alpha Elite. We're going to take this text, copy and paste that, assuming you already have the text for your email. Make sure it's spaced out how you would live Alpha Elite. Awesome. So we want to put it where it's in a spot where you can easily read it and see it. Now, we already built it. We'll show you how to add these little graphics. So we're going to make little rectangles. So hit R on your keyboard, make rectangle that's about the same kind of size and shape that you're going for. And then these should be right there. And then this one, they need to be aligned how we're doing it like that. Okay, that should be perfect enough. Select number 1, 2, and 3. Hit I on your keyboard, and we want to make them purple, but we don't want them straight purple. We want them to be a gradient. So let's put this over there, and we're gonna need to change this gradient so that it is 1, 2, 3, just like such. Okay, and then we're going to change this color to be right there, 1, 2, 3, and then this is going to be 0%. And let's see if we can change how this actual gradient is gonna be. So we want to do it just like that. Unfortunately, we're gonna go into here, make sure that it is horizontal. You can hit Shift on your keyboard and then put it like that. There we are. Cool. There may be an easier way to do all 3 of them at once. Let me know if there is. Not a big deal. All right, now we're gonna take that text, and your journey to greatness starts here. Making sure to align these right here. You wanna have it perfectly vertically matching, right? Boom, there we go. Use code WELCOME10, putting that right there. For us, this would be a static code if you're gonna put it into an image. Cool, okay. Now we're going to create this button. So we're going to make a rectangle, make it into the same shape, make it into a pill, just like that. Change the color, boom, and then take some text. Whoops, go right there. Put it into there. Make sure these 2 are centered, and you can group them together, and just make sure these are all aligned as such. All right, we're going to make a rectangle down here. And we're going to give it a little bit of color and a little bit slants. Awesome. Okay, so this is just a text box. Pretty straightforward. Make sure it's center aligned. Now we're going to create this guy right here. I'm going to show you exactly what it is. Origin in Houston, Texas. So we're going to create a rectangle. Make sure it's the same colors as the gray that your brand uses. And then we're going to hit text, put some text into there. So in this case, origin, Houston, Texas, USA. However you want to do that, make sure you're following your own brand guidelines. We're going to put this guy into there. For whatever reason, we want to make sure it's actually centered within there, even though sometimes the fonts aren't actually centered. We're going to do distribute. Horizontal spacing should be good to go there, and just make sure you can take a line, make it a different color. So take this line, make sure it bifurcates where it should be bifurcating. Okay. Make this one big group. Nope, not that. Cool. Now we're going to go throw this baby into here. Make sure it's 600 pixels wide. So all we're going to do, learning lesson, move this into a frame. I was wondering what was going on. No big deal. Let's keep it moving. And then we want to have one origin in Texas, comma, USA visible. Let's make sure this guy is centered within there and that there's good spacing. Awesome. All right. Now this is just text, text, and text. We are using visual hierarchy, using bold headers, and body paragraphs are obviously not bold. Cool. Okay. And then Alpha Elite is in the background here. All we did here was make some text. So I'm reverse engineering things, as you can see. So this is taking the appearance, we're changing it up a little bit. You'd make text like this, and then you can change the appearance down to 10. So just reduce the opacity, basically. Throw it into there, send it to the back, but not all the way back. Just make sure it's behind your text, and you should be good to go. Cool. This is just an image we pulled off their website. Now we're going to take this frame and continue to do that. We're going to add this text into here, make sure it's centered, and then we should be pretty good to go. So this is just an image. This is just text. This right here is the same as what we did above. So we're just creating a rectangle, kind of like that. And then we're going to add a gradient so that on the right-hand side, it's pretty dark. On the left-hand side, it's eventually going to fade to 0%. And there we are. It's just a gradient line. Add in this girl and some text into here, and we're using this as a transition. Make sure that's centered. There we are. And then we're going to put this all into a group. 1, 2, 3, 4. And of course, you want to have the text in there as well. So what we would actually do, put this all into a group. There we are. And then if you want to select all these, distribute vert, there we are. And then you can keep it like this, or we can change this one and this one, flip horizontal, move her over just a little bit, make sure nothing's crazy like this, and flip those babies horizontal. And then again, we're just gonna take this button, add it down here. In this case, we got rid of this guy right there. You'd obviously replace the images, can center it. In this case, we did find your perfect fit and save 10%. And then this is just a rectangle with some text, super straightforward. And then once you replace this image, replace this image, replace this image, replace those texts, you should get exactly what's on our left-hand side. So that is it, how we go through and create this Alpha Elite email. We got the hero header, welcome 10, shop now, save 10%. We've got a little mini kind of transition body section here. We've got some nice hierarchy of the text. We're showing off the products. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 specific instances of product blocks, plus our footer down below where we're adding in some live text. This is not actually a Figma section. So when you go to import it into Klaviyo, you would take this out and you would have live text within Klaviyo to optimize for deliverability. And there's the email all said and done. So at this point, if you're running a D2C ecom brand and you want us to create emails exactly like this for you, feel free to reach out wherever you're seeing this, or go to zhs-ecom.com. That's zhsecom.com. Book a call there, speak to myself, and we can get you hooked up. Appreciate it.